because you should be producing stuff. When you do welding too. For example, suppose you're doing welding, like you need to be start by the come the industry saying, oh, we need like 555 million pipes welded together and certified X-ray. So you say, okay, how about we go and train like 555 welders? You start welding from day one. It's like, oh, they was like very, very awful welded. So they get you, so it'll be like, it has to be like applied education. Because now there's no applied, it's like guesstimation and, playing games and like, well, what is this? Education has become like it's like a business. Even with the universities too. Education, listen, universities, don't get your hundies tied up in like thing. Oh, he's cutting pulling the carpet out of our feet, man. I think we gotta get like more funding in the sense like have like big projects, enterprise level projects, like building like yeah. So if remember we are running for smart democracy, creation of smart democracy. So the smart democracy involves enterprise using the power of enterprise software in creating like smart political processes. So we can smartify our legislation process. Now that's like that's like $1 billion contract or like $1 billion, because first of all you have to make it, you have to plan it out, you have to design it, and then you have to create it, and then you have to maintain it, and then you have to keep on keeping it going reliable. Okay, that's a whole lot of money. So enterprise, that's why you need to run against me or vote for me. Enterprise is like big money. It's like mad money. It's like 500 million or it's 3 billion kind of projects. It's because what you're doing is you're integrating the whole enterprise, not your tilly bitty little hospital. I'm talking about the whole of Alberta Health. I'm talking about the whole of BC Hydro. I'm talking about integrating the whole planet. And so likewise integration of the political system, where we have like a legislation system that we want to integrate. So now, how do we usually do it? We give it out to like little corporates, like Cap Gemini or Arthur Anderson or Deloitte and Touche, or some of the like yeah, or we give it away to uh, India, or yeah, mostly to India. We give it away to India. Actually, all that money goes to India. So, and instead, we will create those applications in our university, right? In the University of Windsor, Alberta, universities, our universities. So there's like billions and billions and billions of bucks where you will be making this thing. And then as you graduate, you can continue working with the project if you like, and you can be like maintaining it and troubleshooting. Let me tell you this, enterprise problems, they're always like something is wrong. Like one thing is not come, this data hasn't come, this so and so, this one fails, one process fails, and one thing goes down. It's like a big thing. It ain't like one small app of yours, like a little camera app. It's like a whole lot of orchestration. It's called orchestration, where you have to like a symphony orchestration. Like if the trumpet fails, you know there's something wrong. You got to go to work immediately and like, whippy, trumpet man. So there's a lot of money there. And then same with the judicial system. We got to like upgrade the judicial system. So this judicial information technology. Now again, we need to create an enterprise system. Now, why enterprise? Recently the Superior Court of Justice is trying to like impress me. We have like case lines. Did you know we already onto that onlineification or whatever you call it, my friend? Oh, let's check out our case lines. Welcome to case lines. Yeah, my case line, my ass. Your case lines and all. I think all this the software has already been used somewhere in the U.S. and all. I read about it like 5 years ago. So We're going to create our own system. We're not going to like buy some private system. We're not, because again, it's all we need. All this needs to be owned by the community. This needs to be owned by Canadians. So we will create our own freaking system, and it will be created by the universities. By the universities, where students will learn the whole process. We will use open source. Yeah, so you learn your software and you learn about law and you learn about everything and all the processes work and how to maintain them. And why are we using our own enterprise software? Because we bring the power of the enterprise to it. So that means we will have like reminders, we'll have like auditing abilities, we'll have like work processes where you can see that everything has to be on a timer and where it has to move in certain way. And it's taking too long and stuck, it creates an alert. All that alert goes to several other domains and they check on it and we move it forward. And then also sometimes the legal system is very proactive. You have to be on the ball. You have to like keep on, be sucking on it, like being the court. And if you don't ask for it, you don't get it. The legal system failed. It maybe served you so long, so good, but you got to just say bye bye. The ball, like I told you, the point of return has been crossed several times. Just say bye bye. Capish? Because we're going to have smart judiciary create so that we can have like planetary instant justice, fast justice, speedy justice. Now it's like a depends on the whims of people. They got they're on their calendar of certain entities, while our children have been made into destitute. If the Superior Court of Justice takes 16 years to come up with a family law final order, a final order kind of thing, then there's something really wrong with your process. And now it's epidemic. There's so many things that you can't do it anymore. The law has failed. That's why there's so many breaches in the law. When there's so many breaches in the law, is because the law has failed.